Have you ever wondered why some of America's biggest cities are losing residents at an alarming rate? Well, you're in the right place because today we're diving into a massive shift that's reshaping the American landscape. Welcome back, everyone. In recent years, we've witnessed a surprising trend. People are packing up and leaving some of the country's most iconic metro areas in droves. This isn't just about a few people moving to the suburbs. We're talking about entire metropolitan regions seeing significant population declines. Now, why does this matter? When people leave en masse, it's not just about empty apartments and quieter streets. It's about lost tax revenue, struggling local businesses, and cities facing tough choices about maintaining infrastructure and services. It's a domino effect that can dramatically alter the face of a community. Imagine your favorite local restaurant closing down, or your city struggling to fund public schools or maintain parks. That's the reality many of these metros are facing. 10. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Let's start our journey through these dwindling metros with Milwaukee, Wisconsin. This Midwestern city, known for its beer, cheese, and Harley-Davidson motorcycles, lost about 1% of its metro population between 2020 and 2022. The culprits? Slow economic growth and those brutal Wisconsin winters aren't exactly selling points. Milwaukee has been struggling to attract and retain young professionals, with many opting for nearby Chicago or heading to warmer climates. The city is trying to reinvent itself with new developments along its riverfront, but it's an uphill battle against economic trends and climate preferences. 9. Detroit, Michigan. Next up is Detroit, Michigan. Detroit's struggles aren't new, but now the entire metro area is feeling the pinch. Over 46,000 people left in just 2 years. The main reasons? Lack of job opportunities, high crime rates, and again, those harsh Midwestern winters are driving people to seek greener pastures. Detroit, once the heart of America's auto industry, has been working hard to diversify its economy and revitalize its downtown. But the scars of decades of economic decline and racial tensions run deep. The city has seen some success in attracting tech companies and startups, but it's not enough to stem the tide of people leaving. 8. Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio is our next stop. The city lost about 1.2% of its metro population in the same period. Like its Midwestern neighbors, Cleveland is battling against economic stagnation and a reputation that's struggling to keep up with the times. The city that was once called the Mistake on the Lake has been trying to rebrand itself as a center for healthcare innovation, leveraging institutions like the Cleveland Clinic. But high poverty rates and a struggling public school system continue to push families out of the area. 7. Chicago. Now, let's talk about the Windy City. Chicago, Illinois saw its metro area lose a staggering 176,000 people in just 2 years. High taxes, crime concerns, and better job prospects elsewhere are convincing many to trade their deep dish pizzas for new horizons. Chicago's issues are complex. While its downtown continues to attract major corporate headquarters, many neighborhoods on the south and west sides are struggling with disinvestment and high crime rates. The city's financial woes, including a massively underfunded pension system, have led to tax hikes that are driving out both residents and businesses. 6. New Orleans, Louisiana. Our next city might surprise you. New Orleans, Louisiana. Unlike our Midwestern entries, New Orleans is in the heart of the booming Sun Belt. So what's going on? Well, the Big Easy has been facing some big challenges. Lingering effects from Hurricane Katrina, high crime rates, and a tourism-dependent economy that took a huge hit during the pandemic have all contributed to people seeking opportunities elsewhere. New Orleans' unique culture and history make it a beloved destination, but living there comes with the constant threat of hurricanes and flooding. The city is investing heavily in flood protection, but many residents are deciding the risk isn't worth it. 5. Honolulu, Hawaii. Halfway through our list, we're jetting off to paradise. Or maybe not. Honolulu, Hawaii is seeing residents say aloha in the goodbye sense. It turns out that living in paradise comes with a hefty price tag. Sky-high cost of living, limited job opportunities outside of tourism, and the challenges of island life are pushing some residents to the mainland. A gallon of milk in Honolulu can cost nearly twice as much as on the mainland, And don't even get me started on housing prices. The median home price in Honolulu is over $800,000, putting home ownership out of reach for many residents. 4. Los Angeles, California. Now we're heading to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. LA lost over 300,000 people from its metro area in just 2 years. Astronomical housing costs, grueling traffic, and the ability to work remotely are all factors pushing Angelinos to seek out more affordable and less congested areas. The pandemic hit LA hard, exposing and exacerbating existing inequalities. The city's homelessness crisis has reached epic proportions, with tent encampments becoming a common sight even in upscale neighborhoods. Despite its reputation for glamour, many Angelinos are finding that the California dream comes with too high a price tag. 3. New York City. The Big Apple is next on our list. New York City, the city that never sleeps, is having a bit of a nightmare when it comes to keeping residents. The New York metro area shed over 500,000 people between 2020 and 2022. Sky-high costs of living, punishing taxes, and the newfound ability to work from anywhere are making people question why they're paying top dollar to live in shoebox apartments. The pandemic hit New York particularly hard, and many who left during the initial outbreak never came back. The city is resilient, but it's facing tough questions about affordability and quality of life. 2. San Jose, California. Our runner-up is San Jose, California, the heart of Silicon Valley. This tech hub lost over 3% of its metro population in just 2 years. When even well-paid tech workers are saying no thanks to your cost of living, you know you've got a problem. The rise of remote work has made many question whether they need to be in the valley to work in tech. San Jose and the surrounding area have become victims of their own success, with housing prices skyrocketing as tech companies expanded. Now, with many of these same companies embracing remote work, employees are asking themselves why they need to pay Silicon Valley prices when they can do their job from anywhere. 1. San Francisco, California. And now for our top spot, San Francisco, California. The city by the bay saw 3.57% of its metro population pack up and leave between 2020 and 2022. That's a staggering 169,000 people saying goodbye to those iconic hills and foggy mornings. Outrageously expensive housing, a growing homelessness crisis, and again, the ability to work remotely have all contributed to this mass departure. San Francisco has long been one of America's most expensive cities, but the situation has reached a breaking point. The median home price is well over $1 million, and the city's struggles with homelessness and open drug use have made national headlines. Even tech workers earning six-figure salaries are finding it hard to make ends meet. So, what's the big picture here? We're seeing some clear trends. The Midwest and Northeast, once the powerhouses of American industry, are struggling to keep people around. Economic opportunities are limited, and many folks are tired of the harsh winters. Even sunny California, long the symbol of the American dream, is facing a wake-up call. The high cost of living, especially when it comes to housing, is pushing people out at an alarming rate. The ability to work remotely has been a game changer. People are realizing they don't have to live in expensive cities to have great careers. This newfound flexibility is allowing many to prioritize quality of life over proximity to a physical office. So where are all these people going? The South and the Southwest are the big winners. Cities in Texas, Florida, Arizona, and the Carolinas are seeing major population booms. People are chasing better weather, lower taxes, and more affordable housing. It's worth noting that this doesn't mean these big metros are going to become ghost towns overnight. They still have a lot going for them. Cultural attractions, diverse populations, and in many cases, strong job markets. But it does mean they're facing some serious challenges. The future of these metros depends largely on how they respond to the challenges they're facing. Can they make housing more affordable? Can they improve quality of life? Can they attract new industries to replace the ones they've lost? Some cities are already trying to adapt by investing in new infrastructure, attempting to attract different types of businesses, and working on making their communities more livable. But change takes time, and in the meantime, the exodus continues. It's also important to consider what this means for the places people are moving to. As more folks flood into cities in the South and Southwest, those areas are starting to face some of the same challenges: rising housing costs, increased traffic, strains on infrastructure. It's a reminder that every solution often brings its own set of new problems. This great American migration is reshaping our country in real time. It's changing where we live, how we work, and even how we think about the American dream. Whether you're thinking of making a move yourself or you're watching your community change around you, one thing's for sure: the landscape of American cities is evolving rapidly. What are your thoughts on this trend? Have you experienced it firsthand? Are you considering a move yourself? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you found this deep dive into America's changing cities interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content exploring the trends shaping our world. Until next time, thanks for watching. And remember, home is where you make it, whether that's in a bustling metropolis or a quiet suburb.